Question 11. For all real values of x, the functions f and g are defined given there. So f of x is x squared plus 8ax plus 4a squared. Already noticing something about that. G of x, 6x minus 2a. Find f of g of x. That means input the output of g into f. So g is 6x minus 2a. We also got to determine the range of it. Ooh. So that is 6x minus 2a squared plus 8a, 6x minus 2a plus 4a squared. We found f of g of x and determined the range of it in terms of a. Well, let's work a little bit more to tidy this up. So we've got 36x squared minus 12 minus 24ax plus 4a squared plus 48ax minus 16a squared plus 4a squared. So what have we got all together? 36x squared minus 24 plus 48ax. So that gives us plus 24ax. And 4 plus 4, that's 8. Take away 16, so minus 8a squared. And I think we need to find the range. This is a quadratic equation, isn't it? So it would help us to do something about completing the square. What have we got? Let's take 36 as a factor out of that. That's x squared plus, so 24 is what, 2/3 of 36 minus 8a squared. So if we complete the square, we've got 36 lots of. Half the coefficient of x would be 1/3 of a. So we've got x squared plus 2/3 of ax plus 1/9 a squared. So we've added in a 1/9 of a squared, but we've added it in 36 times, so that's 4a squared. So minus 8a squared, take away the other 4a squared. We've got 36 lots of x plus 1/3 of a, all squared, minus 12a squared. So the minimum value is minus 12a squared. So the range of f of g of x greater than or equal to minus 12a squared. Great. Then part 2 said f of g of 2 is 144. F of g of 2 is 144. That means that 144 is 36 times 2 plus 1/3 of a, all squared, minus 12a squared. Oh, it's a bit mean, isn't it? So we've got 144 divided by 36. Oh, hang on, let's divide by 12. So we've got 12 is 3 lots of 2 plus 1/3 of a squared minus a squared. It's not very nice. I might have been better not doing it in complete square form. I would definitely have been better doing that. Let's backtrack a little bit and say 36 times 2 squared, I'll go back to there, plus 24 times 2 times a minus 8a squared is 144. That's better, isn't it? So 36 times 4 is 144, got that on both sides. We've got 48a minus 8a squared is 0. Much better. So 8a times 6 minus a is 0, so a equals 0 and a equals 6 are the two solutions, and a was a positive constant. A is greater than 0, so a equals 6 is the only solution. Cool. Right, part 3, determine whether the function f of g has an inverse. So if a equals 6, that tells us that f of g of x is f of g of x is 36x squared we've then got 24 times 6, so plus 144x minus 8 times 36, so minus 288. Now actually what we also knew about this was that the minimum point was when x was minus a third of a. So when x was minus a third of 6, so minus 2. And it's defined for all round values of x, so its minimum point does exist, so it does have an inverse. No, it doesn't have an inverse. The minimum point is this, so it's not 1-to-1. So no inverse. There we go, and that's maths.